Hokey dokey, lovely people. My name's Sarah, I'm from Crystal Wise, and I'm going to make you a super fast video on how I actually make these tiny little peyote squares. The reason I'm doing this short little video first is because I'm going to show you how to make these amazing tassel or waterfall earrings, as some call them. You can do them in any colour variation. Beads, crystals, leaves on the bottom. You can even use drops. You can add in bugles like I have done here. This one has drops on it. It's just such an easy, versatile pattern, and it's quite elegant. So what I'm going to do is shift these out the way, show you what I need to make this very simple little peyote square. And then in the next video after this one, we'll be making these and you'll be using your little peyote square. See you in a second when I clear this table off. Okay, now I've chosen to go with black and white so it's easier for you to see, but not only that, when you're beading, to have a darker side or a lighter side, you can play around with the bead you're using to be able to see it a bit clearer. I would suggest using a stronger fire line because you're going to be sewing in and out of this and you want it to be nice and strong. This is what I'm using. Okay, so did I get my stop bead? No, I didn't. Let me grab a stop bead. Okay, just putting my stop bead on. I'm going to pull it all the way down to the end just to give myself about 6 or 7 inches of tail. I'm going to pick up 10 of your starter colour. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Bring all of these down to your stop bead. Now we're going to pick up one bead, forget the first one. Go into the second, and give it a gentle pull. Pick up your next. We're coming out of this one here, we're going to miss a bead and we're going to go into the following. Now I'm going to flip mine up that way because I like to work up. I'm going to hold that and secure that, and that is what we've got at the minute. I'm going to pick up one more. We're coming out this bead here, miss the next one, go into the following, and just give it a gentle tug. I've just realised I've got my light on, so I'm just going to turn that off. Pick up one more. We're coming out of this one right here, so we want to miss one and then go into that one right there. Give it a gentle, persuasive tug. They will argue amongst their neighbours here, but just be patient with them. Pick up another, miss this one, and go into the end. And you can see there, that is what we have. Now I'm going to turn it back around, and we want to be going back up. So I'm going to pick one up and put it into my first first outie, and just give it a gentle pull, and that will give you your two sitting on the bottom nice and neatly together. I'm going to pick up another one, go into the next outie. We're going to do this all the way to the top, and once again you can make this as wide, as narrow, as long, however you need it, because this is just going to be a tool for you when you're making your peyote earrings or bracelets or whatever kind of peyote you use. Okay, let's get another one. We're just going on to the next sticky outie. Once again, through the end one. And you'll see you've got this cute little brick forming. I had to think then, crikey. Okay, we're going to do the same again. Got to say sorry as well to you guys because I haven't uploaded in a few weeks because we're in the process of moving house, so everything's kind of packed up in boxes. I've kept some of my beads out and got a rare 5 minutes where I thought, okay, I'm going to quickly do this first stage of these earrings that I make and show you how to do this, so you've got this ready for when we make our tassel earrings. Some call them tassel, some call them waterfall. I quite like waterfall. Okay, and we're coming back out the top one. And there we go. Now I don't need mine to be too wide. You can make yours as wide as you want. So for this next layer, I'm actually going to start on my white. Just going to move my black beads out the way, pull my white in. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. Sorry for the noise, my dog is walking around and I've got wooden floors, so you can hear his claws on the floors. Okay, so I've got my first white. I'm going to go in the first sticky out. And of course I get it caught in my tail. Let's hold on to that. Okay, so that's our first white one. We're going to do exactly the same all the way up. Now you can see the difference here. Obviously, if you're making earrings, bracelets, or whatever it is you're making in peyote and you're using a darker colour or a lighter colour, by having the two different colours either side, you can use whichever's going to be easier for you to see where you're laying your beads against. Okay, I'm out the top again. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to pick up another white. And we're going straight into that sticky out. And again. I think I did my others. My other one 5 white and 5 grey, because it gives you something to hold on to when you're doing your peyote, but I don't quite need it that wide. It's preference really. If you like a bit wider peyote brick to hold on to, then you can make it a little bit wider. You can even make patterns out of this or just use up excess beads that you've got. These are delicas that I'm using because they obviously make doing peyote a lot easier. There we go, I'm going to flip it around again. And how many rows we got? We've got 3 black here, so we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Now if you find that happens there, and it looks like I've actually missed a stitch, so I need to take my cord off and undo. Well, actually I didn't miss a stitch, it just wasn't held tight, so I'm going to have to thread this needle again. Just going to switch my light on so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Switching light back off. Okay, now where was we? Ah, that's another thing I wanted to point out. If you notice here, we've got 3 at the bottom and 2 at the top. It's ideal because you can do even and odd count peyote with the gap at the bottom. Okay, let's start again, but pull this thread a bit tighter, Sarah, so you haven't got the gap. Forcing me to practice my needle threading halfway through a video. Yeah, it is quite loose there still. Let's see if we can tighten it up. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out this one at the bottom here, and then do the same here. There you go, just goes to show you, you need good tension, you need to hold on to these little buggers. There we go, that's better. Okay, so I've got 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top. I'm going to come back down. There we go, so I have 3 here, 2 here, 3 there, 2 there, but I am actually going to go up another one. I like to work in 3s. Click. Click. Just love that sound. Okay, now I'm going to leave this as this is and fasten off, but this is obviously a previous one, which is, I believe, 17 high, and I did 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom on both sides, so you can see the difference of being able to hold on to something like this when you're making your peyote earrings, or it makes it so much easier. But this one for me, I'm just going to do this small little one. You can make this as big or as small as you want. Now all I'm going to do now is just go in and out a few of my beads to tie off. Doesn't matter which ones you go through, it's just making it a bit easier and to tie it off. And I grab my scissors, snip, can pull my thread off here as well, give that a snip. Get my lighter, and I'm just going to, there we go. So I will make another video over the next few days of how to make the beautiful tassel earrings, either with the bugles or with the beads and feathers at the bottom, or leaves, sorry. You can choose whichever colours you want, but I just find these squares so much easier to help making this top piece. So thank you very much. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.